baseball fans, get ready for a triple header here in the round of 16. The winners move on to the state quarterfinals.
Today we've got a ceremony
coming up tomorrow, Sunday, all day Sunday, the championship on Monday. First pitch coming up here in just a few minutes on PrepSpotlight.tv.
He was hired as superintendent in 2007 and immediately became involved with the community. He has been involved with several boards, including the Rotary. He is also heavily involved with the Park Rec Board, a board made up of city council members, public school board members, and the Springfield Baseball Association. Their mission is to improve the quality of all facilities in Riverside Park. When talk of the new bathroom and concession stand came up, Keith immediately was excited and got the project going by securing a wonderful contribution from the Roland Bedker estate. He spent countless hours over the past few years in meetings and on the phone making this project reality. He said many times during the process, "I can't wait until this project is done and comes to fruition." Well, Keith, with a big thanks to you for your efforts, it has. Let that baseball fly. Thanks again, Keith. Alrighty, here we go. Let's play some baseball.
All right.
Saturday in September.
It is a gorgeous day here in southern Minnesota.
Leading off for Fairmont, the shortstop, number 9, Luke Becker.
All right, baseball fans, we're just about set to get started. It's the Jordan Brewers in the field, the Fairmont Martins at the plate. Dealing for Jordan will be Nate Beckman. And we are underway with the first pitch, low and away for a ball at 11:56 a.m. This one driven to shallow center field. Vanuka out, or in to grab it. It's off the shortstop Lucas's glove. And so a leadoff single here for Fairmont as Becker reaches. Game time temp 75 degrees and beautiful clear skies.
Number 2, Jack Waltich.
So Waltich up next as Becker reaches on a single here to start the game for Fairmont. This one driven to center as well, and it will land almost the same spot, just a little further to the right. So back-to-back singles to start the game for Becker and Waltich, and Fairmont is in business here in the first inning.
Third, number 21, the third baseman, Derek Schoen.
So Schoen comes to the plate with runners on first and second in Becker and Waltich. Both cans of corn, if you will. And the throw to second is sliding in safely was Becker. Becker, the shortstop, Waltich, the center fielder. At the plate is Derek Schoen, the third baseman. Nate Beckman pitching for Jordan. The right-hander wheels and fires. This one low. 1-0 the count as we are just underway here in Springfield. Beckman fires, swing and a miss, strike one. 1-1. Nobody out here. Runners on first and second for the Fairmont Martins. Levi Becker, their manager. Becker also the left fielder for the Martins. This one bounced to the right side, scooped up by Beckman. The throw to first is in time. Both runners advance. And so there's one away for Trado.
Number 10, the first baseman, John Trado.
So Trado comes to the plate with one away and runners on second and third. Waltich on second, Becker at third. Trado, a left-handed hitter. Beckman, the right-handed pitcher. Misses on the outside for a ball. The winner of this game gets Buffalo tomorrow here at noon in the quarterfinals. This pitch also just off the outside corner. Buffalo and Springfield both won, Buffalo and Cold Spring both won last night. They both play here in Springfield tomorrow. This pitch is in there for a strike. So the winner of this game gets Buffalo at noon here tomorrow. Cold Spring plays at 3 o'clock against today's winner of Prior Lake and Bemidji. That game over in Milroy at 3 o'clock. 2-1 the count. This one high for a ball. 3-1 now, and first base is open. Waltich on second, Waltich on second, Becker at third for the Fairmont Martins. Swing and a miss, strike two. Full count now with one away here, top of one. Fairmont in light blue with gray pants. Jordan in green and yellow with white pants. Jordan, the home team today. Swing and driven to center right in front of Fanuca. One run will score. The second run coming in. Will there be a play? There will not. Sliding in safely is Waltich. A 2-run RBI for Trado. And Fairmont leads 2-0.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 27, Tyler Tennyson.
So what a drive by Trado, a 2 RBI single. Just one away here, top of one, as Tennyson now comes to the plate with Trado at first. Tennyson, the second baseman, a right-handed hitter. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Right up the middle, scooped up by Lucas. He steps on 2 for 1 and over to 1 for out number 3. And Jordan gets out of the jam here, but not until Fairmont puts 2 on the board. Becker and Waltich touch home plate on the 2 RBI single by Trado. And the Martins lead after a half inning. Jordan is coming to bat next here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
No errors and no. Make sure you head over there and grab some food.
Welcome back to Springfield, Minnesota.
All merchandise, since we're in the last weekend, is discounted.
Game 1 of 3 here today on PrepSpotlight.tv. Ryan Phelps here with Jordan and Fairmont. Fairmont off to a 2-0 lead here after a half inning of play. We'll see what the Brewers do to answer here in their first half of the inning at the plate.
Update, which includes an article about the draft, the postseason draft that takes place in amateur baseball. That might be worth giving a read. Remember, no sunflower seeds here at Riverside Park. That's part of the COVID stuff. Thank you for doing that. And no smoking here either. Thank you for picking up after yourself, after you enjoy those concessions. There are garbage and recycling located conveniently around the ballpark. Again, thank you so much for coming out today. Should be a great ball game.
Colin Lovell will be the starting pitcher. He is a draftee from Wyndham. pitching for Fairmont to start the game here today. Fairmont advanced to this game by defeating Waconia by a score of 2-1. Fairmont had a first-round bye, as did Jordan. Jordan defeated Lake Henry 11-2 in their first game.
For the Brewers, the shortstop, number 24, Joe Lucas.
So Lucas comes to the plate first for Jordan. Lucas, Vidston, Hollingsworth, and Beckman, the first 4 batters in the lineup. Followed by Ulibarri, Quist, Lucas, Beckman, and Beckman. Lovell's first pitch hit right up the middle. Chasing after it is Becker, but he won't get it. Rounding first is Lucas, and a leadoff single for the Brewers.
Batting second, the catcher, number 18, Kyle Vidston.
Ethan Hearn, the catcher for Fairmont. Across the infield, Schoen at third, Becker at short, Tyler Tennyson at second, John Trado at first. As Lovell kicks and fires, misses outside. The outfield for Fairmont, Levi Becker in left, Jack Waltich in center, Adam Schmidt in right. Vidston hits it to the left side, and that one gets through. Rounding second, heading for third, sliding in safely is Lucas, so he'll advance 2 bases. Vidston stays at first with a single. And with nobody out, Hollingsworth comes to the plate with runners at the corners.
Number 19, the right fielder, Scott Hollingsworth.
So Hollingsworth with 2 aboard, starting the inning just as the same as Fairmont did. Back in the top half of the inning. Now we saw in the first round what these teams can do offensively. Jordan putting up 11 in their first round game. Hollingsworth, one of the managers for Jordan, Jason Schlepsky, the on-field manager, that caught him on the elbow. And so Hollingsworth will advance after the hit by pitch. That moves Vidston to second. Lucas will stay at third, and the bases are loaded for Nate Beckman, the pitcher.
Nate Beckman.
Nobody out here. Bottom 1, Jordan at the plate. Lovell from the stretch. Pitches first ball in there for a strike. The 0-1 pitch driven right up the middle, scooped up at second. The relay throw is in time. 2 outs, but 1 run will score as Lucas comes across the plate. So an RBI for Beckman and a runner on third in Vidston.
Designated hitter, number 16, Devin Ulibarri.
Ulibarri, the DH, now at the plate with 2 away and a runner on third. This one hit to the right side, a broken bat, scooped up by Tennyson. The throw over to first, and out number 3. Jordan gets one back here in their half of the first. It's now 2-1 in favor of Fairmont. The Martins are coming to bat next here on PrepSpotlight.tv. State Amateur Baseball Tournament.
Left fielder, number 17, Levi Becker.
Levi Becker, also the manager of the Fairmont Martins, coming to the plate to lead off here in the top half of the second inning.
For Fairmont in the first 2 runs on 3 hits, they left 1 on.
This one driven out of play to the right side. So 0-1 the count as Nate Beckman deals for Jordan. Right-handed pitcher. Kicks and fires. That one low for a ball. That pitch in there for a strike. 1-2 now the count. This one bounced to the right side. Beckman is there over to Lucas for out number 1. Hardly a breeze here today in Springfield. The flag
Catcher,
out in right
number
center,
34, Ethan
laying
Turner.
limp. The small flags in the grandstand here around the stadium moving a little bit to our right. So kind of blowing in from the left field fence. Maybe a slight breeze in our face, but not much of a wind at all here today. 75 degrees and clear skies. 2 straight balls for Beckman to Hearn. Count is 2-0. 1 away here, top of 2. That pitch well inside. 3 balls and no strikes. And there's the strike. 3-1 now the count. St. Patrick and Carver playing right now in Milroy. Two towns both on the southwest side of the cities. Carver a little more west, St. Patrick south, just south of Prior Lake. This one hit to the right side. Hollingsworth in to make the play as he reaches up for out number 2. 2 away here, top of 2 for the Fairmont Martins.
Brings up the right fielder.
That'll bring Adam Schmidt to the
Number
plate.
31, Adam Schmidt.
So Nate Beckman starting to settle in here in the second inning. 3 hits given up in the first. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. Beckman, the 0-1 pitch. Another check swing. They look over to first. No. So Schmidt with a 1-1 count. This one fouled straight back. I think we might have had a chance at that one. The umpire walks out and hands Beckman the ball. The 1-2 pitch, right up the middle into the glove of Beckman. He'll squeeze it for out number 3. The Martins go down in order here in the second as we head to the bottom half of the inning. The Brewers coming to bat in a 2-1 ball game. You're watching live coverage of the State Amateur Baseball Tournament here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Thank you so much to all of our sponsors for the tournament. In the program on page 32 and 33, you can see a list of all those sponsors and advertisements throughout the program. Again, get your programs. They're only $1 this weekend, and they have updates with all the scores from the first 2 weekends, an updated bracket, all kinds of fun stuff in there. Thank you so much to all the volunteers. If you have any questions about anything here at Riverside Park, find somebody with a bright yellow shirt or a volunteer lanyard and they will point you in the right direction and help you out. Please, please, please let us know what we can do. Also, when you're down by the merchandise area, stop by J. Rickard Bats. He has some pretty sweet mugs with the state tournament logo on them. I think I might be having one of those come to my house. That's pretty awesome. And again, thank you so much to all the volunteers here today. This is truly a community effort, and we couldn't do it without the help of so many people. Awesome job.
The Brewers coming to bat here in the bottom half of the second.
The left fielder, number 5, Greg Quist.
So Greg Quist, the left fielder, will come to the plate. Right-handed batter for the Jordan Brewers. Colin Lovell, a draftee from Windham on the hill, also a righty, pitching for Fairmont. The Martins lead 2-1 here, bottom half of the second inning. First pitch right down the middle for a strike. We're looking northeast, and it is a deep center field wall at 452. Comes to a corner, as this also serves as the Springfield Tigers high school football field. That pitch also in there for a strike, so 0-2 the count now to Quist. Joe Lucas, the shortstop and leadoff hitter, scored the only run of the first inning. Waving at that one for strike 3 was Quist, and that's out number 1. So Jake Lucas, the first baseman, comes to the plate.
Jake Lucas.
Lucas, a right-handed batter. He looks at strike 1. Drives it up the middle, and it's in the glove, scooped up in the throw to first, out of reach. And hopping over the first baseman was Lucas. Nice play by Becker at short to make the throw, but Trado laid out as far as he could and couldn't catch up to it. And that will be ruled, I believe, a hit. That was quite a stretch and a beautiful play. It is a hit. Right call, of course, here with our great crew in Springfield.
Brings up the second baseman, number 8, Steve Beckman.
So Beckman now at the plate with a runner on first in Lucas. From the stretch, first pitch in there for a strike. Lovell with the 0-1 pitch. Popped up to the shortstop. Becker underneath it, and he'll reach up for out number 1. Oh, excuse me, out number 2. Quist went down on strikes.
Number 11, third baseman, Alex Beckman.
So Alex Beckman now comes to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on first. First pitch in there on the outside corner for a strike. So 0-1 the count from Lovell to Beckman. 2 outs with a runner on first in Lucas. This one is swing and a miss, strike 2. Lovell finding his groove as well, as we saw Beckman do for Jordan in his top half of the second inning at the mound. The 0-2 pitch, driven to center field, coming in as Waltich, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 hit for Jordan, and they leave him on here in the bottom half of the second inning. It's a 2-1 ball game here as we head to the third on PrepSpotlight.tv. You're watching live coverage of the State Amateur Baseball Tournament here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Ryan Phelps with the call. Our photographer is Alex Berg. as we head into the top half of the third inning. The Fairmont Martins coming to the plate. They lead the Jordan Brewers by a score of 2-1.
The top of the third, the designated hitter, number 4, Blake Cromer.
Cromer takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Blake Cromer, the 9-hitter, the DH, 2 straight strikes from pitcher Nate Beckman of Jordan. This one fouled down the first baseline. We got so busy back in the first inning to start the game, I didn't get a chance to go through the outfield or the fielders for Jordan. Nate Beckman, of course, pitching. The catcher is Kyle Vidston. The infield from left to right: Alex Beckman at third, Joe Lucas at short, Steve Beckman at second, Jake Lucas at first. Beckman from the windup. Now he steps off the rubber. The outfielders: Greg Quist in left, Michael Vanuka in center, Scott Hollingsworth in right, and now a conference on the mound between Beckman and Vidston. Two strikes the count, nobody out for the 9-hitter, designated hitter, Blake Cromer. That pitch just off the outside corner. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So back to the top of the order, and Luke Becker, he singled.
To the top of the order, shortstop, number 9, Luke Becker.
Singled to start the game on a pop-up in shallow center field. Scored a run. So he's 1 for 1. That pitch low and away for a ball. This one driven to left. Greg Quist giving chase. This one is going to land fair. Rounding first and heading for second is Becker, and he's in with a 1-out double here in the top of the third. So a couple of pop-ups. That one beautifully placed by the left-handed batter.
Becker brings up the center fielder, number 2, Jack Wallatin.
As he goes the opposite way and lands it right on the chalk in fair territory. So Waltich, who also popped up to shallow center field. This one driven to left as well, but it's foul. So 1 strike, there's 1 out here, top of 3. Becker on second after a double. Waltich scored a run back in the first inning as well. Waltich and Becker both scoring on the 2 RBI single by Trado. This pitch in the dirt, and going to third rather is Becker, and he'll reach safely. And this will be an error on the catcher. Watching the scoreboard here to see if they put up an error. They haven't yet. But the runner advanced. So now a runner on third in Becker. 1-1 the count with 1 out here, top of 3. Outside, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch from Beckman, just off the outside corner, 3-1. Beckman from the stretch. Looks at Becker at first. A bouncer to the right side. Beckman in. He makes the catch and the throw is in time, but a run scores. Becker touches home plate. And it's now 3-1 Fairmont. So Waltich out on the 4-3 putout.
Number 21, Derek Schoen.
There's 2 away after the Cromer strikeout, and now Schoen comes to the plate. He grounded out to second back in the first inning. This one hit to the left side. Beckman, nope, it's going to be the shortstop. Lucas up with the throw, and it's not in time. An infield single for Schoen, and that'll bring Trado to the plate.
Infield single brings up the first baseman, number 10, John Trado.
So Trado 1 for 1 with the 2 RBI single back in the first inning. He was a casualty of a double play ball by Tennyson that ended the inning. That's the sound of small town baseball here in Minnesota. The Springfield train running by in the background. That pitch off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0 the count, 2 outs here, top of 3. Runner on first is Schoen. Trado at the plate. Takes a look at strike 1. "75 beautiful degrees here under blue skies in southern Minnesota." That pitch in the dirt, staying at first, is Schoen. Springfield, Minnesota, we're located a half-mile west of New Ulm. Jordan, located on the southwest rim of the Twin Cities, right on Highway 169. This one driven to left. Quist running in from left field, has the glove up, and he makes the catch for out number 3. And Fairmont is down here in the third. But they add a run and now lead 3-1 as we head into the Jordan half of the third here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and regarding social distancing and respecting others in the ballpark. If the rules are not followed, the game will be stopped, and we will remind everyone to please respect our social distancing requirements. Overall, the Minnesota Baseball Association is extremely proud of how everyone is working hard to keep people safe, keep our ballparks open so that we can all continue playing, watching, and enjoying baseball. We thank you for your help and support.
Central. Was it your song?
We head to the bottom of the third inning and to the top of the order for Jordan, Joe Lucas. Lucas singled on a scorching ground ball past the shortstop in the first inning. He also scored a run, the only run for Jordan so far in this game. That was on a RBI by Beckman, the pitcher. Hit into a double play, but did get the RBI
Joe Lucas,
as Lucas crossed home plate. Colin Lovell, the draftee pitcher from Windham, on the mound for the Fairmont Martins. So Lucas, Vidston, and Hollingsworth due up for Jordan here in the third. That pitch in there for a strike. Oh, 0-1 the count. As Lovell deals, bouncer to the left side. Schoen is there, into his glove, out of his glove, into Becker's, and it'll be a hit for Lucas. It is an infield single. They put it up on the board, so Lucas with back-to-back singles in his 2 at-bats today, both to the left side.
Catcher, number 18, Kyle Vidson.
So Vidson now comes to the plate. He also singled to the left side back in the first inning. Was ultimately stranded at third. Runner goes. The throw from Hearn is not in time, and a stolen base for Lucas. So 2 singles and a stolen base and a run scored now for leadoff hitter Joe Lucas. Runner on second, nobody out here. Bottom 3, Vidson at the plate with an 0-1 count. That one outside. 1-1. As Lovell checks the runner at second, kicks and fires. This one hit to the right side. Adam Schmidt running back. He'll make the catch. Tagging up at second is Lucas as he'll casually head into third. We've got 1 out and a runner on third for Hollingsworth, who will come to the plate. He was hit by a pitch back in the first inning.
Right fielder, number 19, Scott Hollingsworth.
So a run 90 feet away in Lucas as the manager, one of the managers, Scott Hollingsworth, comes to the plate. Jason Shalupski, what he calls himself, what he told me before the game, the field manager. Hollingsworth does the paperwork. How's that for you? The 0-1 pitch from Lovell, hit right to the second baseman. Tennyson makes the catch. Lucas trots back to third. A sharply hit ball by Hollingsworth.
The pitcher,
went right into the glove of Tennyson.
Nate Beckman.
So Beckman comes to the plate with 2 away here in the bottom half of the third inning. Lucas on third. Beckman hit into a inning 6-4-3 double play in the first. And he looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Lovell trying to preserve a 3-1 lead as he's ahead of the batter. 0-2. 2 outs and a runner on third for Jordan here in the bottom of the third inning. Bounce to the left side. Schoen is there. The long throw to first is gloved by Trado. And the Brewers are down here in the third. They leave 1 on, and we head to the 4th inning in a 3-1 game here in Springfield on PrepSpotlight.tv.
After 3 innings, Fairmont leads by 2. Hey fan, thanks so much again for coming out today. Remember, all the merchandise today is discounted, and supplies are limited for some things. So if there's something you want, make sure you run down there and grab it so that you don't miss out. Also, check out Jay Richter Bats. He's got some sweet mugs and some other custom bat things that you might want to check out. Concession stand smells incredible, and they got a little bit of a line going now, so keep an eye on that. And again, thank you so much to all the sponsors who support this tournament, and the fence is full of them out there as well. Lots of places give tons of support to Springfield baseball, and we appreciate it. off the fourth for Fairmont, second baseman, number 27, Tyler Tennyson.
All right, we're already underway here in the fourth inning. A bouncer over to Beckman, and he's got the throw in time for out number one. Tennyson out on a 5-3 putout that brings
Left fielder,
Becker to the plate.
number 17, Levi Becker.
Hearn, the catcher, in the on-deck circle. Nate Beckman dealing for Jordan. This one also hit to Alex Beckman. Beckman the throw, and that one's in time, and he makes the tag just in case, as he may have lifted his foot.
Catcher,
either way,
number 34, Ethan Hearn.
2 pitches, 2 hits to Alex Beckman at third, and 2 outs here for Fairmont in the top of the fourth. They lead 3-1, scored 2 in the first, 1 in the third. Becker, that's Luke Becker, the shortstop, plated 2 of those runs. Walt hitched the other run for Fairmont. 1-0 the count. That one inside for a ball, 2-0. Getting a piece of it, it's fouled off. So it's 2-1. Ethan Hearn flew out to right back in the second inning. Here he looks at strike 2. 2-2 now with 2 down here, top of 4. The winner moves on to the state quarterfinals against Buffalo tomorrow here at noon. That one's inside. Oh, it hit him. Hit him in the elbow. So Hearn gets the free pass. And Fairmont has a runner on with 2 outs as Schmidt comes to the plate. Adam
Brings
Schmidt,
up
the right fielder.
Number 31, Adam Schmidt.
Adam Schmidt hit a line drive right back at the pitcher, Nate Beckman, to end the second inning. So he's 0 for 1 on the day. 2 outs and a runner on first in Hearn for Fairmont here, top of 4. Fouled back. Schmidt, the 8-hitter for the Martins. The 0-1 pitch from Beckman. High and tight. Throw to first. Trying to catch Hearn snoozing. Beckman clipped his elbow on the HBP. So he's on first with the free pass. This one driven to left center field. Quist is in, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. So the Martins strand 1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. The Brewers of Jordan coming to bat next here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
No hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Heading to the bottom of the 4th. Jordan trails by 2. And leading off the bottom of the fourth for the Brewers, the designated hitter, number 16, Devin Ulibarri.
So Ulibarri, the DH, facing Colin Lovell. Lovell, the draftee from Wyndham. This one fouled off, out of play, over the left field fence. Well, the foul fence. Couldn't ask for a better day. Just gorgeous here. Wispy clouds above, nary a breeze here in Springfield as Lovell kicks and fires. That one catches the outside corner for strike 2. 0-2 the count as Ulibarri, the DH, leads off here in the 4th inning. He's in the 5 spot for Jordan. That pitch in the dirt. Jordan plays in the mini Met, a mini replica, they say, of the old Met Stadium where the Minnesota Twins used to play in Bloomington, site of the Mall of America now. It's also the site as the pitch is hit through the gap on the right side of the infield. Ulibarri reaches with a leadoff single. And that'll bring Quist to the plate. Greg Quist, the left fielder.
Number 5, Greg Quist.
Quist struck out to start the 2nd inning. Yeah, the mini-mat in Jordan, home of the state baseball tournament annually. One of the sites, usually for the Class C tournament. Or I guess they call it single A now. I beg your pardon. Beautiful ballpark, though, not far from my home. Jordan, also the home of Ridges of Sand Creek golf course, just south of town on Highway 21. That is the site of the Class 2A state golf tournament annually, the high school tournament. 2 of my favorite events to cover in Jordan. That pitch in there for a strike. 0-2 the count now to Quist.
Tough to beat this scene here, though, in Springfield. Home of the Springfield
Football Tigers, their high school team state champs a few years back under Coach Paul Dunn. As Lovell eyes the runner and steps off the rubber. Fans call bonk. I don't think they'll get that call. Runner on first is Ulibarri after the leadoff single. This one bounced off the plate, foul. Nice crowd on hand here today on a Saturday in southern Minnesota. You've got shaded seats, you've got sunny seats. Take your pick. Just a beautiful day all around. I hope if you're watching at home or elsewhere, you're outside, if you can.
This one fouled off into the parking lot. Let's see if it lands safely. It does. 2 bounces and into, boy, it hits about 3 cars. It's
like a ping pong ball out there. It was slow enough, though. I don't think we'll see any lasting damage. 0-2 count now as Lovell delivers to Quist. Driven right up the middle. Waltich giving chase. Waltich underneath it. Halfway to second was Ulibarri, and he'll have to trot back. A well-struck ball by Quist.
Number 34.
But it's out, number 1.
Jake Lucas.
So Ulibarri back at first as Jake Lucas, the first baseman, comes to the plate. Lucas singled back in the 2nd inning on a sharply hit ball past the shortstop. Oh, actually, that was the infield hit, I believe. I don't keep notes on where every ball was hit. I believe that was the one that Becker made the nice stretch play on, diving snare, and then the throw was off the mark, so Trado had to dive to make the catch, but he was pulled off the bag. 2-0 the count. Lovell fires. That one catches the outside corner for a strike. 1 out, runner on first in Ulibarri for the batter Jake Lucas. Colin Lovell, the draftee from Wyndham, pitching for Fairmont. This one bounced to the left side, foul. Oh, and just past the outstretched hand of manager Jason Shalupski. The 2-1 pitch is now, or excuse me, the 2-2 pitch is now 3-2. Full count to Lucas. 1 on first with 1 out here, bottom 4. Lovell dealing to Lucas. And the payoff pitch, fouled off.
Count remains full. This one also lands in the parking lot behind us. I fear, Alex, I parked a little close today. My Tahoe is in range.
It's in the landing zone behind us. So I'm going to be looking at every foul ball that goes over us.
Runner goes. This one's fouled back. That one is right towards the vehicle, but it's going to land right near the water slide behind us.
So another foul ball, and that keeps the count full. 3-2 with 1 out. Lovell digs in. The 3-2 pitch is high and a walk. A 1-out walk moves Ulibarri to second. Lucas on first. And Steve Beckman, the second baseman, comes to the plate.
Steve Beckman.
Beckman popped up to short back in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Strike 1. 1 away here, runners on first and second, an 0-1 count to Beckman. Foul back, strike 2. Beckman really stretching for that one. Steve Beckman at the plate, Alex Beckman in the on-deck circle. Steve, the second baseman. Alex plays third. They're the 8-9 hitters here for Jordan. 1 out with 2 on. Bottom 4, Jordan trailing by 2. That pitch in there for a called third strike. And there's 2 away.
Third baseman, number 11, Alex Beckman.
So Beckman flew out to center to end the second inning. And he comes to the plate now with 2 aboard here and 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. His team trailing by a pair. And he looks at strike 1. Lovell, the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and that missed. The catcher missed it, so both runners will advance. That was not fouled off, and I believe it'll be a pass ball. Each team with 5 hits, no runs on the board as of yet. Still 0 errors, although both runners advance to second and third on the pass ball. So Ulibarri at third, Lucas at second, Beckman at the plate with 2 strikes, and he looks at strike 3. And the Brewers leave 2 on here in the 4th. We head to the top of the 5th. Fairmont coming to bat, leading 3-1 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Supporting amateur baseball.
That's Marty Brandel.
That's Marty Brandel, our PA announcer here, a Springfield native, doing a great job over the past 3 weekends, keeping the hometown fans entertained here in Springfield. A beautiful ballpark on an equally gorgeous day here in southern Minnesota. 75 degrees and sunny under wispy clouds. It's a good one so far as we head to the 5th inning. Fairmont in the lead and at the plate. And Cromer in the 9 spot leading off takes strike 1. Blake Cromer, the designated hitter, batting for Colin Lovell, the draftee pitcher from Wyndham. Nate Beckman continues to pitch for Jordan. This one, check swing to the right side. Lucas coming over to get it, throws to Beckman, and he steps on first for out number 1. So a 3-1 putout for those keeping score at home. And we head back to the top of the order for Luke Becker.
Number 9, Luke Becker.
Luke Becker's had himself a day. A single and a double, 2 runs scored, and he's got a stolen base. This one driven right, and he's 3 for 3. Becker with 3 hits on the day, a single, a double, another single here, a 1-out single.
Brings up number 2, the center fielder, Jack Waltich.
Waltich, 1 for 2 with a single. He also scored a run back in the 1st inning, and I said Becker had a stolen base. I don't think he had a stolen base. I think he advanced on a pass ball or a wild pitch back in the 3rd inning when he also scored a run. So 1 away here. Throw back to first. Beckman taking his time. Taking a long time. And he steps off the rubber. So still waiting the first delivery from Beckman to Waltich. 1 out and a runner on first in Becker. And the throw back to first. Waltich, the center fielder. A single in the 1st, a ground out in the 3rd. And another throw back to first. Still no throws to home plate yet in this at-bat as Beckman faces Waltich. And the pitch. That was outside. Perhaps a pitch out. As Becker had scampered down the line a bit. So 1-0 the count, 1 out here, top of 5. Fairmont at the plate leading 3-1. That pitch misses high and wide. 2-0 the count. Beckman delivers. This one hit to the left side. It'll land fair. Quist chasing after it. Rounding second and heading for third is Becker. They're going to wave him home. Becker will score on the double by Waltich. And Fairmont leads 4-1. An RBI double for the center fielder, Jack Waltich. And Schoen comes to the plate with a runner at second.
RBI double brings up the 3rd baseman, number 21, Derek Schoen.
So Schoen is 1 for 2. He reached on a single back in the 3rd, and that pitch got away from the catcher. Hard bounce off the plate. He's not going to make a throw. So Waltich advances on a wild pitch, and so Fairmont
moving the runners around the bags. They've got a runner on third with 1 out and a 1-0 count to Schoen. Beckman delivers. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. So what a day at the plate for the shortstop, Luke Becker. A single, a double, and a single, and all 3 times he scored a run. He's got 3 of Fairmont's 4 runs today as Beckman looks at the runner and the 1-1 pitch low.
Yeah, you hit the ball and you score a run. What more do you need to know?
Two and 1 the count now, 1 out and a runner on third for Schoen. This one hit to the right side. Hollingsworth tracking. The catch is made, tagging and running home, and touching home is Waltich for his second run of the day. And it's now 5-1 Fairmont.
Sacrifice fly brings up the first baseman, number 10, John Trado.
So the sac fly scores a run, bringing Trado to the plate. Bases are clear now with 2 outs. Strike called, 0-1. With 2 outs here, top of 5. The Fairmont Martins leading the Jordan Brewers 5-1. This one bounced off the plate to the pitcher. Beckman fields and tosses underhand to first for out number 3. The Fairmont Martins score 2 more here in the 5th. They lead now 5-1 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
For Fairmont in the 5th, 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Heading to the bottom of the 5th, Fairmont stretches their lead to 4. Score update from Milroy. St. Patrick leads Carver 8-1 in the 3rd.
Wow, how about that score update? St. Patrick 8-1 over Carver.
The 5th for Jordan, the shortstop, number 24, Joe Lucas.
So St. Patrick and Carver in action. They're in the very bottom of the bracket. So whoever wins that game moves on to tomorrow's quarterfinal at noon in Milroy. Lovell pitching, driven over the second baseman on the leadoff hit by Lucas. As we're back to the top of the order here for Jordan. Lucas now similar to the leadoff hitter for Fairmont, who's 3 for 3. Lucas also 3 for 3 with 3 straight singles.
Number 18, Kyle Vidston.
He's also got a stolen base. Vidston to the plate now is 1 for 2 on a single and a fly out. That was a sac fly. And he comes to the plate now with nobody out and a runner on first. This one bounced off the plate, foul.
throw back to first, keeping Lucas close. He stole a base back in the third inning after his single. That was a leadoff single back in the third. He led off the first, led off the third, and now led off the fifth, all with singles. Nice toss that time by Lovell. Trado applies the tag just late. 0-1 the count now to the number 2 hitter, Vidston, the catcher. And the runner goes. The throw down to second. Beautiful throw. And he got him. So Lucas caught stealing this time after the leadoff single. And so 1 away, 2 strikes on the board to Vidston, and 1 out, and now nobody on. Jordan trailing 5-1. That's a ball high and away. They put up 11 in their first round game against Lake Henry. They won that game 11-2 last Sunday in Milroy. As Lovell kicks and fires, swing and a miss, it's in the dirt. The throw down to first is in time for out number 2. So a strikeout on Vidston brings up Hollingsworth, the right fielder.
Number 19, Scott Hollingsworth.
And one of the managers here for Jordan. 2 down now, nobody on for Hollingsworth, as Lovell, the draftee from Wyndham, continues to deal here for Fairmont. Fairmont located on the I-90 stretch of southern Minnesota. We were talking Springfield football earlier. Fairmont, the Cardinals, a great football tradition. And the 1-0 pitch, that one's off the catcher's mitt, and a ball. They play Blue Earth every year for the Little Brown Jug. Well, they used to before district football started. I don't believe they're in the same district anymore, so that tradition, at least for now, has been put on hold. The 2-0 pitch. Dan Brookins, the sports guy for KSUM Radio in Fairmont. I didn't look to see if the radio stations are here. I know there are stations here.
I don't know about that one.
But the radio stations do such a great job all summer long of bringing you town ball baseball. This one hit to the right side and off the first baseman's glove, Trado, and making it in time is Hollingsworth. Trado tried to do what he could, an infield single for Hollingsworth, and they've got 1 on with 2 outs for Beckman.
26, Nate Beckman.
Yeah, the radio stations all across the state. KCHK out of New Prague, broadcasters of Jordan baseball as well. This pitch outside. Check swing, it's in the dirt, and a ball.
Good job, Ethan.
This one fouled off. Interesting note about that KSUM radio. Ray Scott, the former legendary NFL broadcaster, actually went back and called a few Fairmont Cardinals football games back in the late 80s. This one driven to right. Adam Schmidt, the right fielder, coming in. He's on a run, and it lands just foul.
So just a long, loud, high strike. And the count is 2-2 now to the batter Beckman. Nate Beckman, also the pitcher for Jordan. Giving up 5 hits on 7 runs on the mound today. Both teams bringing the bats, each team with 7 hits. The Martins, however, have strung theirs together a little more closely as they lead 5-1 with 2 outs here. Bottom 5, runner on first. High, full count. Two outs and a runner on first in Hollingsworth. Lovell with the payoff pitch. Runner goes, driven up the middle. Waltich reaches up for out number 3. We are through 5. Fairmont leading 5-1 over Jordan. As we head to the 6th inning, the Martins coming to the bat here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
For Jordan in the bottom of the 5th.
You're watching live coverage of the State Amateur Baseball Tournament on PrepSpotlight.tv. Coming to you from Springfield, Minnesota, I'm Ryan Phelps. We go to the top of the 6th with the Fairmont Martins leading 5-1 and coming to bat. Due up this inning, Tennyson, Becker, and Hearn. Nate Beckman still on the mound for Jordan. Vidston, the catcher. The infield, left to right. Beckman at third, that's Alex. Joe Lucas at short. Steve Beckman at first. Excuse me.
27, Tyler
Try that again.
Tennyson.
Steve Beckman at second. Jake Lucas at first. Quist, Vanuka, and Hollingsworth make up the outfield left to right. Got a timeout called by the ump. And now we're ready to play. This one's fouled off the catcher's mask. Might have caught the ump as well. So 1 strike to Tennyson to lead off here in the 6th inning. Tyler Tennyson, the second baseman. Tennyson 0 for 2 on the day. He hit into a 6-6-3 double play back in the first and a 5-3 put out to start the 4th. Here he leads off in the 6th and has 2 straight strikes. The 0-2 pitch hit to the right side. Beckman there to scoop and throw. Lucas grabs on for out number 1. Levi Becker, the manager and left fielder, comes to the plate now.
Brings up the left fielder, number 17, Levi Becker.
Becker 0 for 2 on 2 groundouts, 1 to second, 1 to third. He likes hitting to the Beckmans. Steve Beckman at second, Alex at third. The delivery right up the middle and past Beckman. And a 1-out single for the manager, Levi Becker. So Fairmont has had runners on every inning except for the second. As Ethan Hearn, the catcher, comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Flew out to right back in the second inning. Was hit by a pitch back in the 4th. He comes to the plate now with a runner on first. His team leading 4-1. Excuse me, by 4, 5-1. This one hit to center field. Vanuka tracking. He's underneath it. Going halfway to second was Becker, but he'll have to trot back to first.
And there's now 2 outs here in the 6th inning for Fairmont.
Right fielder, number 31, Adam Schmidt.
Schmidt comes to the plate, 0 for 2. Line drive to the catcher, or excuse me, line drive to the pitcher back in the 2nd. Flew out to left in the 4th. He comes to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on first in Becker. Bounced off the plate, foul. One strike to Schmidt. Now one low for a ball. 1-1. That pitch catches the inside corner for a strike. 1-2 now to the right fielder Schmidt. Beckman on the breaking ball, high. 2-2 now with 2 away and a runner on first. Adam Schmidt at the plate in the 8th spot. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He's tagged. No, he dropped the ball. The throw to first is not in time. It goes into the foul territory. Advancing to third is Becker. They cleared the board. They'll have to fix that now with 2 outs. And coming to the plate is Cromer, the DH, with runners on first and third.
Number 4, the designated hitter, Blake Cromer.
So the catcher, Vidston, made the tag, but the ball was laying on the ground. And so timeout and a meeting on the mound around the pitcher, Nate Beckman. Eight hits for the Martins, 7 for the Brewers. Fairmont leading Jordan 5-1 here, top of 6. 2 outs and runners on the corners. Blake Cromer, the DH, 0 for 2. He struck out back in the 3rd. Grounded out in a 3-1 putout to lead off the 5th. And now he's got a chance with runners on first and third here in the 6th with 2 outs. Beckman from the stretch throws back to first. This one grounded, foul. Oh, 1 the count now, 2 outs. To the DH in the 9 spot, Cromer. Nate Beckman, the starting pitcher, still on the mound here in the 6th for Jordan. This one hit to the right side. Beckman is there. That's Steve Beckman. He's up with the throw for out number 3. And Jordan gets out of the jam as we head to the bottom of the 6th. The Brewers coming to the plate, trailing by 4 here in Springfield on PrepSpotlight.tv.
From Fairmont in the 6th, no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left on base. Head to the bottom of the 6th, Fairmont leads by 4. Hey fans, one part of the world that we live in right now is that between games we have to kick everybody out and disinfect things. So just a heads up, if there's anything that you need, you want to start getting those merchandise purchases, those concessions and all that sort of stuff taken care of so that you're ready to boogie upon completion of this game. We got a little bit to go, but just a heads up there so that you're ready. Also, please no outside food or beverages. Please support the concession stand. That is a big deal and helps pay the bills around here, so we appreciate that. Also, huge thank yous to all the volunteers. We saw a whole crew of them clean up the field and the top of the 6th there, and thank you so much to all those. The grounds crew led by George Tower and Brandon Wilhelmy do Absolutely fabulous job. Thank you.
We are so happy to be able to play baseball and to host state tournament games here at Riverside Park during this pandemic. However, we need to follow strict rules regarding social distancing and respecting others in the ballpark. If the rules are not followed, the game will be stopped, and we will remind everyone to please respect our social distancing requirements. Overall, the Minnesota Baseball Association is extremely proud of how everyone is working hard to keep people safe, keep our ballparks open, so that we can all continue.
I appreciate the feedback.
Back to live action here in the 6th.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th for Jordan, the designated hitter, number 16, Devin Ulibarri.
So Ulibarri singled to lead off the 4th. He leads off here. He was ultimately stranded at 3rd. He leads off here in the 6th as well. And down in the count 0-2. Greg Quist and Jake Lucas also due up here in the 6th. Check swing and no, ball. They're going to appeal. Nope. It is indeed a ball. It'll stay that way. We recapped or took a second look at the Jordan infield last inning. Looking back at Fairmont now in the field, Ethan Hearn behind the plate. And here's the 1-2 pitch. High and tight. 2-2. In the infield, Derek Schoen at 3rd, Luke Becker at short, Tyler Tennyson at 2nd, John Trado at 1st, Levi Becker, Jack Waltich, and Adam Schmidt in the outfield. Here's the 2-2 pitch in the dirt. Starting pitcher still in for Fairmont. He's a draftee from Wyndham, Colin Lovell. Devin Ulibarri, the designated hitter at the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a ground out in the 1st, a single in the 4th. Here's the payoff pitch. Driven to left. Levi Becker tracking, moving to his right, and he makes the catch for out number 1.
Number 5, the left fielder, Greg Quist.
Greg Quist 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly out to center in the 2nd and 4th innings. Comes to the plate now with 1 away and nobody on.
Fairmont in the field in light blue with gray pants. This one fouled back. Jordan, the Hubman, excuse me, that's their high school team. Jordan, the Brewers, in green and yellow jerseys with white pants. At the plate here, they are the home team. 0-1 the count to Quist. 1 away here, bottom 6. 1-1 now. As Lovell kicks and fires, driven up the middle. Waltich will have it land in front of him, and a 1-out single for Quist.
Base hit
So that brings Jake Lucas, the first baseman, to the plate.
Jake Lucas.
Lucas 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. He singled back in the 2nd and was stranded. He walked, was stranded at 2nd, back in the 4th. 1 out now with Quist on 1st. Lucas takes the first pitch high and wide for a ball. Breeze slightly picking up here. It feels like it's coming straight from behind us, behind home plate. Bouncer. And a catch in the dugout. Nice play. Sign him up. Wonder if he can hit. 1-1 the count with 1 out. Runner on 1st in Quist. Lovell kicks and fires away. Ball 2, 2-1. So saying that the wind, it's not a wind, it's just a slight breeze if there is one at all, but I can feel it on my back. We're sitting directly behind home plate, as you can see. I'm in the same location as the camera. This one to the left side, caught, the throw back to first, and no, they pulled him off the bag. I thought they had him doubled up on a nice play by Derek Schoen, the 3rd baseman. John Trado dives to make the catch, but he was pulled off the bag,
Second
so
baseman,
2 away.
Number 8, Steve Beckman.
Steve Beckman 0 for 2 on the day, comes to the plate. He flew out, popped out to short, and struck out looking. So Quist still on first after the 1-out single. 2 away here, bottom 6 for Jordan. They trail by 4. Each team with 8 hits, Jordan with 1 error. That pitch high for a ball. That one in there for a strike. 1-1 now from Lovell to Beckman. Steve Beckman, the second baseman. Alex Beckman, the third baseman, in the on-deck circle for Jordan. Hoping to bat here in the 6th. This one fouled off, out of play on the right side. Lovell kicks and fires, check swing, it's in the dirt. He did not go. 2-2 the count. 2 outs here for Jordan, bottom 6, a runner on first in Quist. Lovell kicks and fires. That one in the dirt as well. A full count now. 2 outs. Quist on first, Beckman at the plate. He's 0 for 2. The Brewers in need of some runs as they trail by 4 here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. He steps out, wants to get a little diamond dust on his hands. Intensity rising in the Brewer dugout and in the box, as you can see. Those hands get a little sweaty sometimes. 2 outs and the payoff pitch. Runner goes and a walk. A 2-out walk puts runners on first and second for Jordan. That'll bring the third baseman, Alex Beckman, to the plate. He's batting in the 9 spot.
Third baseman, number 11, Alex Beckman.
He's 0 for 2 as well. A fly out to center back in the 2nd. He struck out looking to end the 4th. He ended both of those innings, actually. They need his bat here. That pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here, bottom 6. That pitch outside.
Almost identical.
Two and 0 the count to Beckman, the third baseman. That one's in there for a strike. Two and 1 with runners on first and second. Colin Lovell steps off the rubber, pitching from the stretch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Two and 2 now, runners on first and second, 2 outs, bottom 6. Lovell to Beckman, swing and a miss, but he got away from the catcher. Beckman running down to first base. The throw is in time for out number 3. What a play to finish the inning. Jordan leaves 2 on and trail by 4 as we head to the top half of the 7th inning here in Springfield on PrepSpotlight.tv.
For Jordan in the bottom of the 6th, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. 6 complete, we're still 5-1. Score update from Milroy. In the 4th, St. Patrick leads 12-2. 12-2, St. Patrick in the 4th.
Looking at our scoreboard here in Springfield, Fairmont with 2 runs in the first, 1 in the third, 2 more in the fifth. They have 5 runs on 8 hits, no errors. I know we have a post in the way just covering our errors, but 0 errors on the board. For Jordan, 1 run in the first. They've scored 1 run on 8 hits. They have 1 error in the game. Alex Berg, our photographer, here today. Thank him for all his hard work. My name is Ryan Phelps. Pleased to have you with us here in a beautiful day in Springfield. 75 degrees under blue skies, just a couple of wispy clouds, and an ever so slight breeze.
Fairmont, the shortstop, number 9, Luke Becker.
We head to the 7th inning. Fairmont at the plate, leading 5-1. As we go back to the top of the order, Luke Becker, 3 for 3, 2 singles, a double, and 3 runs scored. Quite a day at the plate for the shortstop. That first pitch in there for a strike. As you heard over in Milroy, this one driven down the first baseline foul. St. Patrick up big as they look to advance. They're playing Carver. I believe he said it was 12-2. St. Patrick, a tiny town just south of Prior Lake, very near Jordan actually. That pitch outside, 1-2 the count. St. Patrick, well, like a lot of small towns in Minnesota, they've got a church, a bar, and a baseball field, and not much else. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Beckman. Popped up, foul. That'll land in the skate park behind us. They've got a skate park and a water slide right behind us. Riverside Park, beautiful here in Springfield, serves as the baseball field and the high school football field. That pitch outside, 2-2. Springfield Tigers football team, a great tradition down south here. As Beckman with the 2-2 pitch, driven right up the middle. Vanuka is there for out number 1. So a rare out for Becker, who's now 3 for 4 on the day with 3 runs scored. Waltich, similarly
number 2,
terrific at the plate today. Waltich with a single and a double, an RBI and 2 runs scored. He comes to the plate for the first time today with nobody on. This one fouled off down the left field line, just out of play. Beckman with the 0-1 delivery, outside. This one hit up the middle. It will likely land in front of Vanuka, and it does. So a 1-out single. Waltich is now 3 for 4 with a hot bat for Fairmont today. And showing the third baseman comes to the plate now.
Brings up number 21, third baseman Derek Schoen.
Schoen is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. He also had a sac fly back in the 5th inning. He comes aboard with 1 away and a runner on first, and he looks at strike 1. So Waltich at first, 1 out. Fairmont leading 5-1 and looking to add to it here. Hit to the left side, into the glove. Nice scoop by Lucas over to 2 for 1. The relay throw is in time for out number 3. Great defense by the Brewers. We're through 6.5. It's 5-1. Time for the 7th inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game here on PrepSpotlight.tv. It's a great one here in southern Minnesota.
For Fairmont to the top of the 7th. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. Hey, it's the middle of the 7th. Time to get up, stretch it out. Baseball's national anthem. Take me out to the ball game.
back here in Springfield, heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Jordan Brewers at the plate. They are trailing by 4. It's 5-1 as we head to the top of the order.
That double play. Shortstop, number 25, Joe Lucas.
Lucas 3 for 3 on the day. He's got 1 stolen base. He was also caught stealing back in the 5th inning. He leads off for the Brewers here in the 7th. Lovell, first pitch ball. Colin Lovell, a draftee from the Wyndham Pirates. Pitched 6 innings so far, giving up just 1 run on 8 hits. Check swing, ball. And Jordan needs the bat of Lucas to stay hot. They need to add some runs here as they trail by 4. That pitch in on the elbows. 3-0 now the count to the leadoff hitter, Joe Lucas. That pitch a strike. Lucas taking all the way. Now he'll likely get the green light from Jason Shalupski, the Jordan manager, as Lovell kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The count is full now, the leadoff hitter, Joe Lucas. Fouled back. Count remains full. Lovell with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and out number 1 for Jordan here in the 7th. So Lucas now 3 for 4. That brings Vidston to the plate.
Catcher, number 18, Kyle Vidston.
Vidston 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. He also had a sac fly to right back in the 3rd inning. He comes to the plate now. Nobody on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Lovell dealing for Fairmont. One and 0 the count. 1 away to Vidston. Lovell kicks and fires, bounced off the plate, 1-1.
The 1-1 pitch to Vidston. Drives one to center field. Waltich back. Waltich sticks up the glove, and he makes the catch for out number 2. That'll bring Hollingsworth to the plate.
Right fielder, number 19, Scott Hollingsworth.
Hollingsworth, one of the managers here for Jordan. He was hit by a pitch back in the 1st inning, singled in the 5th, grounded out to 3rd back in the 3rd inning. So he is officially 1 for 2 on the day and reached twice. Takes a first pitch ball as Lovell delivers inside. 2-0 with 2 outs here in the 7th. Jordan, the home team. So they do get last at bats if necessary. Right now it would be. They trail by 4. That pitch in there for a strike. 2-1 now the count with 2 outs. Lovell kicks and fires. Low and inside. The 3-1 pitch. And that one's a strike. Hollingsworth already heading down to first, but it's called strike, so now the count is full. Nobody on, 2 outs and a full count to Hollingsworth. The winner of this game gets Buffalo tomorrow here at noon in Springfield in the quarterfinals. The 3-2 pitch from Lovell to Hollingsworth. Driven to left. Becker is there, and he reaches up for out number 3. The Brewers go down in order here in the 7th, and we head to the 8th. It's a 4-run game. The Martins coming to bat here next on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Martins 5, Brewers 1. Get everything cleared out. So stop down and see what they've got. Also, check out J. Rickard Bats. He's got some really cool custom stuff, including some engraved mugs. And again, thank you for picking up after yourself. If you've got some garbage, if you can please make sure it finds the appropriate receptacles, we greatly appreciate that. Thank you.
Welcome back to Springfield, Minnesota, and live coverage of the State Amateur Baseball Tournament here on PrepSpotlight.tv. My name is Ryan Phelps. Thank you so much for joining us here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon in southern Minnesota. John Trado coming to the plate now for Fairmont.
He is 1 for 3. He had a 2 RBI single back in the first inning that scored Becker and Waltich to start the scoring for Fairmont. He has since flown out and grounded out, and now he leads off here in the 8th for the Martins and takes a first pitch strike. Swings at the second, hits it to right. Hollingsworth in, he'll watch it drop. Rounding first, but staying there is Trado, and he's got a leadoff single to start things for the Martins here in the 8th.
Go, T-ball.
Tennyson now, who's
hit
0 for
brings up
3.
Second baseman, number 27, Tyler Tennyson.
3 ground outs. 1 to third, 1 to short, 1 to second. So he's due. And he's got an opportunity here with a runner on first and nobody out. Takes a first pitch strike. And 2 straight strikes now. 0-2 the count. As Beckman continues to deliver for Jordan.
Martins with 5 runs on 10 hits so far in this one. Nobody out here, top 8. This one hit to the right side. A bouncer to Beckman. He's up with the throw to first for out number 1 on the fielder's choice.
So a 4-3 putout brings Levi Becker to the plate.
Now batting, number 17, the left fielder, Levi Becker.
So it'll be a sacrifice fielder's choice. Trado advances to second base. Becker, the manager, singled back in the 6th inning, excuse me. He's 1 for 3.
Bounce off the plate, foul. Just about hit his catcher, Hearn. Gets a little chuckle from the Martins dugout. Quick reflexes, so he is a catcher. He's used to things being thrown at him. 0-1 the count, 1 out here. Top of 8 for Fairmont. Fouled back, strike 2.
Battle here.
Long wait here for Beckman at the plate, and timeout called. Pitch high. 1-2 the count. 1 out, runner on second. Levi Becker, the manager and left fielder, at the plate. This one driven to left, curling foul, just foul. So 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss. It's in the dirt. The throw down to first is in time for out number 2.
So Hearn, the catcher, comes to the plate now. He's 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch back in the 4th inning.
Brings up the catcher, number 34, Ethan Hearn.
Runner on second is Trado. He had a leadoff single. This one's popped up to short. Tracking is Lucas, and he makes the catch and puts it away for out number 3. One more hit on the board. It's still 5-1 as we head to the bottom of the 8th here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Jordan is coming to bat.
And 1 left on base. Heading to the bottom of the 8th. Fairmont leads by 4.
Back here in Springfield, heading to the bottom of the 8th. Jordan running out of outs as they are heading to the plate here, trailing by 4 to Fairmont. The pitcher, Nate Beckman, will lead off. He's 0 for 3 so far today. Hit into a double play back in the first, grounded out to third in the third, flew out to center in the
Leading off
fifth.
the bottom of the 8th, number 26, the pitcher, Nate Beckman.
Fairmont keeps their starting pitcher, Colin Lovell, the draftee from the Wyndham Pirates, on the mound. Starting pitching crucial this weekend, as the teams that have hopes of making it to the championship game have 3 straight games. They'll play, well, 2 games last night. There were 2 games last night. But otherwise, you've got the round of 16 today, quarterfinals and semifinals tomorrow, and the championship on Monday.
So you need as many fresh arms as you can. So both these teams going with their original starting pitchers, and they're facing each other right now with Lovell dealing to Beckman. He takes that pitch high for a ball. 2-1 now the count. Beckman in the cleanup spot, leading off here in the 8th inning. Here's the 2-1 pitch, driven to left. Levi Becker back to the wall. It is up and gone. A home run for the pitcher, Nate Beckman. And Jordan cuts the lead to 3. It's now 5-2. He touches home plate, and that's a shot in the arm the Brewers needed. The pitcher helping his own cause.
Number 16, Devin Ulibarri.
Ulibarri 1 for 3 with a single back in the 4th inning. Swings at the first pitch, a check swing, but he did go. And strike 1. Inside for a ball, 1-1. Lovell kicks and fires, hit to the right side, foul. This one hit to the left side, dangerous spot, and over the head of the third baseman, Schoen. Rounding first, but staying is Ulibarri. He's got 2 hits today, and the Brewers are in business. A leadoff homer by Beckman, and now a no-out single by Ulibarri brings Quist.
The left fielder, Greg Quist.
Quist to the plate with a single today in his last at-bat in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Lovell fires inside, just off the elbow. 1-1 the count. Nobody out here, top of 8. Each team with 10 hits. Jordan trailing, but at the plate with nobody outs and a runner on first. The batter is Quist. The throw to first. Sliding back is Ulibarri. Lovell kicks and fires. Popped up and right over our heads. One and 2 the count to the left fielder, Quist. From the stretch, Lovell delivers. Bounced off the plate and foul. One and 2. Nobody out. The pitch from Lovell. Outside and it's away. The runner, Ulibarri, heading to second base, and he'll reach. Still nobody out. 2-2 now the count. To the left fielder, Greg Quist. Quist digs in, Ulibarri at second. Jordan trailing by 3, but threatening here in the 8th. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Out number 1 for Colin Lovell and Fairmont in the field.
Number 34, Jake Lucas.
So Jake Lucas, a single and a line drive put out at third. He also walked back in the 4th. So he's reached safely twice, but has not scored a run yet today. He's got Ulibarri at second. No, 1 out here. That pitch inside low. Ball 1. Driven up the middle to the shortstop, and a diving catch by Becker for out number 2. So 2 away and a runner on second.
Number 8, second baseman Steve Beckman.
Beckman comes to the plate. 0 for 2 with a walk. He walked back in the 6th inning. 2 outs here and a runner on second in Ulibarri. He singled and then reached on a wild pitch. Beckman led off the inning with a solo home run. That pitch right down Main Street for a strike. Beckman, the second baseman, he's been active in the field. They need his bat here now in the 8th. The Brewers down by 3. Runner on second. Fouled off, strike 2. 0-2 with 2 outs. The umpire in need of some extra balls. Gets him from the great crew here in Springfield. They've been great hosts for the past 3 weekends. It's going to be warmer tomorrow in the upper 80s. Today might be the best day of the weekend. Unfortunately, championship day Monday looks like cloudy and rain. Fouled off as Beckman stays alive. This is Steve Beckman, the second baseman. Down in the count, 0-2. 2 outs here, bottom 8. Runner on second in Ulibarri. And stepping off the rubber was Lovell. Colin Lovell, the draftee from the Wyndham Pirates. Low. 1-2 now the count. The 1-2 pitch. Checked his swing, and he held it. They appeal. Ball 2. 2-2 the count. 2 outs, bottom 8. Getting late in this one for the Jordan Brewers. Both these teams had a first-round bye. Looking to advance to the quarterfinals. That pitch outside, full count. First base is open. Steve Beckman at the plate. Third baseman Alex Beckman in the on-deck circle. The pitcher, Nate Beckman, led off this inning with a solo home run. Full count, 2 outs, bottom 8, runner on second. Driven up the middle. It's not going to score a run. They're going to hold up the runner at third. But a 2-out single for Beckman. Runners on the corners, and the tying run represented by the batter, Alex Beckman.
Brings up the third baseman, number 11, Alex Beckman.
Beckman 0 for 3 in this ball game. They need his bat now. He represents the tying run, his team trailing by 3. Ulibarri at third, Beckman at first. That's Steve Beckman. That pitch outside. One ball, no strikes to Alex Beckman. Colin Lovell steps off the rubber and back on again. Pitching from the stretch. Ulibarri on third, Beckman at first. Pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. That pitch also down the middle for a strike. 1-2 now the count. Two outs, runners on first and third. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the third baseman, Alex Beckman. Lovell pitching from the stretch. And it's outside. They're going to appeal. No. Ball, 2-2. Jordan with not many at-bats left. They need something here offensively. 2-2 with 2 outs. Outside, 3-2. Beckman, the number 9 hitter. We head to the top of the order after this. Lucas, who's 3 for 4 today. This one popped up. Calling for it is Tennyson, the second baseman, and he makes the catch. And Fairmont gets out of the jam here in the 8th. We head to the 9th inning. Fairmont looking to close this one out. The Martins are up 5-2 here in Springfield on PrepSpotlight.tv.
For the Brewers in the bottom of the 8th, 1 run on 3 hits. Hey fans, just a heads up, remember at the completion of this game, we got to empty this place out and sanitize, so please be ready to roll. Grab your last
That's Marty
concessions
Brandel,
and
our PA
merchandise
announcer here, doing a great job
out the west
for
gate
every
roll.
game
But first,
here in
we got the
Springfield.
ninth inning.
Unbelievable.
Leading off,
With all the
right
baseball
fielder,
played
number
over the
31,
past 3
Adam
weekends.
Schmidt.
My name is Ryan Phelps. Pleased to have you with us here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Jordan now with 11 hits in the game, but just 2 runs to show for it. We head to the Fairmont half of the inning, the half of the 9th inning, I should say. And the number 8 hitter, Adam Schmidt, the right fielder. He's 0 for 2 with a line out, a fly out, and he reached on an error on the catcher after a strikeout, and then he ran down to first and beat the throw. This one fouled off. 0-2 the count. Nate Beckman, the Jordan pitcher, still dealing for the Brewers. Colin Lovell, the draftee from Wyndham. Strike 3 as Schmidt goes down swinging. That'll bring the designated hitter Cromer to the plate. Cromer 0 for 3.
Brings up the designated hitter, number 4, Blake Cromer.
He's batting in the 9 spot with 1 out here in the 9th. Top half of the 9th inning. He takes ball 1. That pitch inside for ball 2, just above the shoestrings. Beckman kicks and fires down the third baseline foul. So 2-1 the count, 1 out here, top of 9. To the number 9 hitter, the DH Cromer. 10 hits on the day for Fairmont as strike 2 is fouled off. They've got 5 runs on 10 hits, no errors. 2 in the first, 1 in the third, 2 in the 5th. Beckman kicks and fires. That one hit off the shoulder of Cromer, and he's aboard with an HBP, hit by pitch. And so now 1 aboard as we head to the top of the order. And Luke Becker, who's had
Back to
a
the
day.
top of the order, shortstop, number 9, Luke Becker.
He has had a day offensively and defensively. At the plate, he's 3 for 4 with 2 singles and a double. He scored 3 runs for the Martins in the first, third, and 5th innings. This one fouled off. His only out was a sharply hit ball that went right to Michael Vanuka out in center field.
That was his most recent at-bat in the 7th. So he's batted in all of the odd innings here, 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, and now here in the 9th, as he faces a 1-1 count now with 1 away and a runner on first. Beckman pitching from the stretch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Beckman kicks and fires, and strike 3. There's now 2 away for Fairmont. Waltich comes to the plate now. He's also had a hot day at the plate.
Center fielder, number 2, Jack Waltich.
He singled and scored a run back in the 1st. He had a 2 RBI double and scored, an RBI double and scored a run in the 5th. And he singled back in the 7th before he was a casualty of a double play to end the inning. Sliding back safely is Waltich. Waltich. And that's Cromer at first. 2 outs, 1-0 the count to the center fielder, Jack Waltich.
Driven to left. Quist running back. Quist at the fence. He puts up his glove and he dropped it. He dropped the ball. Rounding third and heading home is Cromer. Cromer will touch home and score. Waltich on second base with an RBI, and it's a 6-2 Martins lead. Quist might have lost that one in the sun. And they're going to call E7. E7 on Quist. Waltich reaches second and gets the RBI as Cromer touches home to make it a 4-run lead once again. 2 outs here, top of 9. This one hit to the gap in right center field. This will score a run. Waltich rounding third and heading for home. It's a double for Schoen, and it's now 7-2 Fairmont. What an inning for the Martins. An RBI double for Schoen. And Trado comes to the plate, and the manager, Jason Shalupski, comes out, and it looks like we're going to bring Quist in. Beckman heads off. As we take a look at Beckman, he pitched 8 2/3 innings, gave up 7 runs on 11 hits. And he is done for the day.
911, what's your emergency? Yeah, my wife got attacked by a warthog real bad, and I need someone to come up with an ambulance and pick her up. Okay, sir. Can you give me your address? Yeah, we're at 1825 Eucalyptus Drive. Okay, could you spell that for me, sir? I'm going to drag her on over to Oak Street, and you can pick her up there.
Little humor here in Springfield. As we've got a new pitcher on the mound. He is a draftee from Belle Plaine. And we're set to resume here in the top of the ninth. And they are going to walk Trado.
Now pitching number 4 from Belle Plaine, Derek Dahlke. Intentional walk to Trado brings up number 27, the second baseman, Tyler Tennyson.
So Michael Vanuka has been moved over to center. I think they took Quist out or they put him in center. I'm not sure. This one's bounced off the plate. Do you know who they replaced him with?
Be the pitcher coming in.
So 0-1 now the count to Tennyson. As this one's driven to the gap in right center field. Back and making the catch is the center fielder. They made a little swap out there, so I'm not sure the name, I beg your pardon. But it is out number 3. But they add 2 more here in the top of the ninth. Fairmont leads 7-2 as we head to the bottom of the ninth. Jordan's last chance is coming up next here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Pitching Anderson at
pitching
third.
Fairmont, number 21, Derek Schoen. Leading off for Jordan in the bottom of the ninth, the center fielder, number 24, Joe Lucas.
Oh, Joe Lucas, I'm sorry. I've got, yeah, Joe Lucas, that's right. And he is now the center fielder. They had moved him around. He started as shortstop. We don't have the luxury of phones to the dugout, so we have to do the best we can with our eyes. That pitch away, 2-0 now. Lucas with a single. Stole a base and was caught stealing. He scored the game's first run for Jordan back in the first inning. He also struck out in the 7th, and he's now ahead of the count 3-0 here to lead off the bottom of the ninth. Jordan has their work cut out for them. They trail by 5 despite 11 hits on the board. They've got 2 errors in the field as Schoen kicks and fires. That pitch outside as well, and a 4-pitch leadoff walk for Lucas. And this will bring, let's see if we have a different batter now. Nope, that's Vidston, the catcher.
Number 18, Kyle Vidston.
Vidston singled in the first, hit a sac fly in the third, struck out in the 5th, flew out to left to end the 7th. Schoen pitches right down the middle for strike 1.
The 0-1 pitch from Schoen outside for a ball, 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first in Lucas. Vidston facing a 1-1 count. The delivery from Schoen inside. Nearly caught the elbow of Vidston. He winced a little bit, I think, wishing he had taken the pitch. Off the elbow, he's got the left elbow pad on. 2-1 now the count. That's outside. 3-1. So 8 pitches, 7 balls, and 1 strike for the new pitcher, Derek Schoen. And a walk, back-to-back walks to get Jordan started here in the 9th. And Hollingsworth, a co-manager of this club, comes to the plate. He was hit by a pitch back in the 1st. He singled in the 5th. He's 1 for 3 on the day. He comes to the plate now in the bottom of the 9th. Runners on first and second and nobody out. Buffalo winners last night over Foley. They await the winner of this one. They'll play tomorrow at noon. St. Patrick up big over Carver over in Milroy. Last check, 12-2 in the 7th. So barring a miracle, St. Patrick will advance. They'll play at noon tomorrow against the winner of today's 6 o'clock game in Milroy between Sartell and Bluffton.
Now batting, right fielder, number 19, Scott Hollingsworth.
Nobody out, runners on first and second, bottom of the 9th, and it's a 5-run game. Schoen's pitch high. 1-0 the count to Hollingsworth. That pitch in there for a strike as it brushes the outside corner. One and one. Schoen dealing to Hollingsworth. That one's high and tight. Hollingsworth takes ball 2. It's 2-1 with nobody out. Lucas on second, Vidston on first. Both reached on walks. That pitch is low. 3-1 the count. So 11 balls and 2 strikes so far from Schoen and 2 walks. Make it 3. And the manager comes out. And another meeting at the mound, and Schoen might be handing the ball off, and he does. So Schoen walks off. It looks like Eli Anderson will leave as well. They're going to move everybody around now. So Eli Anderson looks like he's going to go out to right field. Schmidt comes in as well. I think he'll be pitching. I think Adam Schmidt is coming in to pitch. Tyler Tennyson coming back out of the mound. So Adam Schmidt will pitch now for Fairmont. Tyler Tennyson will play right field. And Eli Anderson will play second. I'm running out of room to write the adjustments here on my sheet. 3 straight walks for Schoen. Derek Schoen started at third. And now he's back at third. So Schoen at third, Becker at short, Eli Anderson at second, Trado at first, Tyler Tennyson now in right field, Jack Waltich in center, Levi Becker in left. Bases are loaded, nobody out for Jordan. They trail by 5. Bottom of the 9th here in Springfield, and we've got some great drama after 3 straight walks to lead the bottom of the 9th inning.
Now pitching for Fairmont, number 31, Adam Schmidt.
And it'll be the pitcher,
Schoen goes back to
Beckman.
third base, and it's Eli Anderson, who was in at third, now playing second. Now batting for Jordan, number 26, Nate Beckman.
Nate Beckman at a leadoff solo home run in the 8th inning. He comes to the plate now with the bases loaded. Adam Schmidt dealing for Fairmont. And we've got some drama here now in Springfield. That first pitch in there for a strike. Oh, 0-1. Got away from him. They're going to leave the runners on. Smart play. They need 5.
And they can use all the outs they can get. So 1-1 the count, nobody out, bases loaded for the pitcher, the starting pitcher, Nate Beckman. Driven to the gap. This will land and score at least 2. And they're going to run home. Wind the runner home, that is. I beg your pardon. Bidston scores. Lucas scores a 2-run single for Beckman. And it's now 7-4. Nobody out. Runners on the corners. Ulibarri, the DH, at the plate.
The designated hitter, number 16, Devin Ulibarri.
Hollingsworth is at third.
So Lucas and Bidston both score. That pitch on the inside corner for a strike. 7-4 now, a 3-run game.
So Ulibarri representing the game-tying run. Adam Schmidt pitching for Fairmont. This one hit down the first baseline on the off-speed pitch. 0-2 now the count to Ulibarri. Ulibarri's 2 for 4 with a couple of singles. They could use one here. Nobody out. An 0-2 count and runners on first and third in Hollingsworth and Beckman. That pitch on the outside corner, off the outside corner for a ball. 1-2. Nobody out. Well outside, low and away for a ball. 2-2. No outs. Hollingsworth on third. Beckman at first after the 2 RBI single. Ulibarri, the DH, at the plate. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Schmidt. Popped up, foul, out of play.
Count remains 2-2. It's a 3-run game. Thus, Ulibarri, the game-tying run. Potentially. Bounced foul off the plate and hit his ankle. He looks like he's all right. No outs here, bottom of the 9th. Jordan looking to stay alive. They trail by 3. That pitch on the inside corner for a call, third strike.
That's out number 1.
That'll bring Greg Quist to the plate.
Number 5, Greg Quist.
Quist is 1 for 4. He singled back in the 6th inning. Struck out twice so far today. Runners on first and third with 1 out. The runner at the plate represents the tying score. First pitch low and away for a ball. Adam Schmidt, who started the game in right, came in relief here in the 9th. Derek Schoen started the inning at pitcher. 1-0 pitch, bounce foul. This game now 2.5 hours old. We started just before noon at 11:56. Quist at the plate, 1 out, and the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, but it got away. Runners coming home. And scoring is Hollingsworth. Ulibarri goes to second. And that's important. That eliminates the double play ball. So 1 more on the board. Jordan now trailing by 2. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. The count is 1-2 to Quist. Adam Schmidt on the mound for Fairmont. Beckman at second, now driven to left. Becker tracking, and he's underneath it to make the catch for out number 2. 2 away. And the hopes of the Brewers are in the hands of first baseman Jake Lucas.
First baseman, number 34, Jake Lucas.
Lucas is 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. He still represents the game-tying run with Beckman at second. He had the 2 RBI single. And now Jordan down to their last out. First pitch high for a ball. Adam Schmidt pitching. Jake Lucas batting. It's a 1-0 count. Outside, ball 2. First base is open, just 1 runner on. That's Beckman, who started the game at pitcher for Jordan. The 2-0 pitch. Inside for a ball, 3-0. Alex Beckman, the third baseman in the on-deck circle for Jordan. The count is 3-0 to Lucas. That pitch in there for a strike. 3-1. Nate Beckman at second. First base is open. The 3-1 pitch forthcoming to Lucas. Right down the middle for strike 2. Jordan down to their final strike. It's a full count, bottom of the 9th. 1 on, the game-tying run at home plate. Adam pitch with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss! Strike 3! Fairmont wins it! 7-5 in dramatic fashion here in Springfield.
Start Saturday on the final weekend. Fairmont advances. They will play tomorrow here at Riverside Park at noon again. And we've got 3 spots.
You just heard Marty Brandel, the PA announcer, say that Fairmont advances with the 7-5 win.
Congratulations to both teams for being
They will play Buffalo tomorrow here at noon
something right if you're playing
in
baseball
Springfield.
September. Great job, both
We'll have it for you here on PrepSpotlight.tv. A quick look at the scoreboard for the Brewers of Jordan. 5 runs on 12 hits. They had 2 errors. For Fairmont, 7 runs on 11 hits and no errors. 7-5 the final score. Fairmont wins this one in dramatic fashion They play tomorrow here in Springfield. It'll be Fairmont and Buffalo at noon. Next up for us here, we've got Watkins versus Bird Island. First pitch in about a half hour here in Springfield. Until then, I can't thank all of you enough for joining us. The PA announcer here, Marty Brandel. You'll hear his voice all throughout the weekend. Our photographer is Alex Berg. Executive producer Andy Price, and Zach Schuster provides technical support. My name is Ryan Phelps. Thanks for joining us, folks, and so long for now from Springfield, Minnesota. We'll see you back here in a little bit for Bird Island and Watkins on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Final from Milroy. St. Patrick defeats Carver 16-4. So we've got 4 teams in the final 8.
The 2020 Class C Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament is brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association and presented to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is the hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone. And Wings Financial. We're for people like you.